So I went online and just bought a lot of different padding and stuff because I didn't know what would work for my toes. These were supposedly one size fits all, but they were too small, so I don't use them at all. If I ever find something that fits, they might work. These I haven't really used yet. I do like the feel of them. I just so far haven't needed to use them, so I'm just kind of hanging on to them. And these is my lamb's wool in here, which I do use my lamb's wool. I haven't used these yet because I haven't needed to. These are just standard, I think this is what it came out of. Just standard pillow ones. Ones I did end up using, at least on my left foot, was this. These are gel tip toe pillow pads, so at least for my left foot, because I think my left foot is smaller than my right foot. And then, so originally I was using just these things. They're very thin. They're the block pads, and they're thin. They're okay as a liner, but they weren't doing much for my big toe. So I got these things called the big tip, and they're basically little things you cut that go on the ends of your big toes. And this is what finally made something comfortable for me. And then I got these little toe spacers. I kind of use those on the tip. They're okay. They have the potential to move, you know, but they didn't move too much for me, so these can work for some people. But I like the big tip sleeve thing better, along with these toe spacers. So I'm going to show you how I put my Pointe shoes on both feet. Get all this crap out of the way. So right now these are a Capezio Hanami size 9.5, which is exactly my street shoe size, 9.5. My Pointe shoes are Block Hannah size 7.5, 3X width. So let's see here. Show my toes. So as you can see, I'm kind of tapered, but my big toe is a lot longer. And so what was happening was, even if I'm in a tapered shoe, I'm still kind of wide here. So it's like, you're wide, but you're tapered. You're wide, but you're tapered. And so I'd have all this space in front of these toes, and it would put all this pressure on my big toe, and it just sucked. So let's see here. What I do first is I put this, it's gel in here. It's surprisingly effective. It doesn't feel that thick to me, but it does more than I thought it would. And so I put that on there. And then I put my toe spacer in here. I was originally sticking it down further like there, and I discovered it's actually better for me to have it up higher like that, since really my toes bend at the top. I've got plenty of space down here. It's this, they kind of get crushed sideways. So if I put that there at the top, that keeps that from happening. On the other toe. I had to kind of be careful how I cut this. If this falls too much on my knuckle, it kind of rubs. So I have to cut it short, but not too short. And I put that there at the top, and that keeps my toes spaced so they don't get crushed sideways in the shoe. And then I just slide the thin pad over it. Put that over it. And so with my left foot, I don't know, maybe it's just a little bit shorter than my right foot, but I do have to have this extra layer. You can already see how I'm kind of building a hole there, but it is protecting me. If I don't have that in there, my left big toe continues to hurt like hell. And I put it in there, but I really angle it over that big toe, because this is all this space that I have right here will be taken up in the shoe. I've got lamb's wool. It's not a lot of lamb's wool, it's just a tiny bit. Maybe that looks like a lot, but to me it's not much. It's just enough to fill that space. And I've got even less in the left shoe since this is taking up more space. So this one I have to kind of keep it at that angle so it's covering my big toe thoroughly. There we go. So yeah, that's about it. There's just a bit of lamb's wool right here to fill up that negative space. These are a bit tapered, but they can't be too tapered because of how wide I am right here. So it's like wide but tapered. And so that would, because of the tapering, when I have a bunch of space there, it would put all the weight on my poor big toe, and it would just die. And maybe my left foot's a little bit worse because it's not, maybe it's a fraction shorter. And I know that that left toe is a little bit more bending there, so I think the toe spacer helps. But yeah, once I got the pain in the big toe under control, I'm okay now. You know, this works. I have ordered some of that Perfect Pointe, Perfect Fit mold stuff. I haven't really tried it yet since this is working, but eventually I will try it out and see how that goes. So yeah, my advice is just buy a bunch of different stuff because it's probably going to take a different combination. Every foot's different.